Aloha and welcome to Storytime with me, Marcus. This video story is a special one because it's one of my books, Uncle Rico and the Portal to Somewhere. Cue. Cue Twilight Zone theme song. What? I don't have the skills or knowledge to put that into the video? Well, that's fine. I'll just read you the back of the cover then. Returning home from his crazy space adventure, Uncle Rico wants nothing more than to relax with his friend Riley and tell exaggerated stories about past missions. It was all going as planned until Uncle Rico found a $20 bill in a gas station bathroom. If he had known what would have happened next, Uncle Rico would have left the money and continued on his merry way. But when money is just sitting there, it sure is tempting to grab it. Grabbing the money and putting a smile on his face, Uncle Rico leaves the bathroom to soon be forever changed. Join Uncle Rico and Riley on another adventure to a place in time only the portal knows. Cue Twilight Zone theme song again. Well, we all know that that's not happening. So, let's get started with the backstory to this story. So, the backstory to this story is I was hanging out at the Institute, which is a spiritual religious class, and afterwards I would often go to the game room and play foosball because I love me some foosball. So if we ever get a chance, I'll play you if you ever want, like we ever meet and there just happens to be a foosball table. I'll play foosball. Like, my answer is yeah, let's play some foosball. Okay, anyhow, so I'd always try to get people to come and play foosball with me. And, one day I was hanging out there and there was a group of us, and one of us, who ended up becoming a character in this book, mentioned, hey, let's just create like a Dungeons and Dragons story where we'll just roll the dice and kind of like go with the story and see, where it takes off to. We got about 10 minutes in with making the story, and then one of us had to go to class, and then after that we all just dispersed and went our separate ways. We never came back to creating the rest of the story, but I thought that the beginning was interesting enough that I could take it and run with it. So chapter 1 is the story that we created, and then the rest of it I just went along and created what I thought would be good story. So let's find out if it's good story. Alright, so here's chapter 1 of Uncle Rico and the Portal to Somewhere. Cue Twilight Zone theme song. Written by Marcus Svedin. Hey, that's me! This book is dedicated to all the silly and fun mind adventures that we go on and no one else knows about. Keep on imagining them. Chapter 1. Hey, a $20 bill! Hey Riley, look what I just found! Leaving the gas station bathroom, Uncle Rico is holding up a $20 bill. Nice! I wish I found money when I go to the bathroom, Riley says. Hearing the bell ring from the door opening, Uncle Rico looks over and sees 3 large, burly men with tattoos all over their arms, legs, and face enter. Fanning out, the 3 begin looking around. Hearing some mumbling, Uncle Rico watches Riley slip away from one of them and rush out of the building. Not the strangest behavior from him, but still a little strange. Turning to leave, Uncle Rico runs into one of them standing in front of him. "Excuse me, I'm trying to leave," Uncle Rico politely says. "Not before you answer my question," the man says, folding his arms. Waiting for him to ask it, the silence gets to Uncle Rico, who says, "What's your question?" "Did you find money in the bathroom?" "That's classified information and on a need-to-know basis." Grabbing Uncle Rico's shirt and lifting him off the ground, the man says, "I'm only going to ask you one more time. Did you, or did you not, find money in the bathroom?" Rather than answering the question, Uncle Rico slips out of his shirt and sprints down the aisle and up the next one. Having followed him, rather than blocking him off, the man watches as Uncle Rico runs out the door. Running with all he's got, Uncle Rico leaps over the car door and lands onto the seat. "I'm so glad your car is a convertible. Now let's go, go, go!" Starting the car, Riley backs out of the parking spot as the three men run out of the building. Pointing, the leader says, "That's them! Follow them!" Slamming the gas pedal all the way to the floor, Riley and Uncle Rico zip away from there as fast as the car can speed up. Looking in the rearview mirror, Riley sees them in the distance. Checking the mirror again, Riley gasps and says, "They're catching up!" "Can this car go any faster?" Uncle Rico asks. "I'm pushing it as hard as I can. If it comes down to it, there's a plasma pistol in the glove box. I'd rather not. I'm on vacation." Zipping by a police car sitting on the side of the road, Riley knows how fast he's going. Over the speed limit. Seeing the second car zip by even faster, the police officer puts his car in chase mode and catches up. Flipping on the lights to signal the car to pull over only causes the car to speed up. Dodging around Uncle Rico and Riley, the two passengers in the car flip them off while they zip by. On their tail, the police officer follows them, ignoring Uncle Rico and Riley. Getting in a car chase thrilled the officer. And to think the officer thought today was going to be boring and uneventful. Slowing down, Riley finds a nice leisurely speed and puts it on autopilot. Having a wonderful conversation with Uncle Rico and hearing about his latest adventure, he thinks that he should write that story into a book. A planet with giant bugs? How cool would that be? Yet, who would believe it? After questioning his own thoughts, Riley looks up and finds that they've arrived home. Except, there is a giant green swirling portal where the house is supposed to be. Rubbing his eyes, Riley looks again to see the portal still there. "Are you seeing what I'm seeing?" Riley asks. "Are you seeing a giant green swirling portal?" "Yep." "Then yes, you are seeing what I'm seeing," Uncle Rico says. "I think I'm going to need to put on a shirt for this one." "Well, you're in luck, because I happen to have a shirt in the car," Riley says, opening up the middle compartment between the chairs. Pulling out a large pink shirt, he holds it up for Uncle Rico. "A unicorn farting a rainbow? I love it!" "Why is it in the car?" "Because when my girlfriend saw it, she said I had to get rid of it. I liked it too much to throw it away, so I stuck it there. Glad it's going to get used." Putting it on, the shirt snugs up as it forms around Uncle Rico's muscles. "It's a bit tight around the shoulders," Uncle Rico says. Ripping off the sleeves, he says, "Ah, that's better." "Nice, I like it," Riley says. "You're putting it to good use." Turning his attention back to the portal, he says, "So, what do we do now?" Looking in the side mirror, Uncle Rico sees a familiar car zooming down the road. "Uh-oh, it looks like they somehow found us." "Who?" Looking in the rearview mirror, Riley sees the car getting closer. "How did they find us?" "I don't know. Luck? Doesn't matter how they found us. I'm not staying around to find out," Riley says and hops out of the car. Running forward, he doesn't stop until he enters the portal. "Okay, so that just happened." Seeing the car pull up and park behind him, Uncle Rico hears, "That's him! Get him!" Not wanting to find out what would happen if they got him, Uncle Rico hops out of the car and sprints into the portal. End of chapter 1. So that's chapter 1 of Uncle Rico and the portal to somewhere. Cue Twilight Zone theme song. If you like this book and want to read more, you can purchase it on Amazon in digital format. Or I may be willing, if this gets enough likes, I should say 1,000, but then 1,000's probably not that much. So 10,000? How about this? If it gets between 1,000 and 10,000 likes, I could just finish the rest of it. And I'm willing to just finish the rest of it. So, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. And I love you all with all my heart. Aloha and goodbye.